Do you need to purchase both cyber and crime insurance policies for your business? I've had this question come up more than once, so I think it's a good idea to explain when and why you need both types of coverage and help end some of the confusion over these types of policy forms. Hi, I'm Gordon Coyle. Welcome to my channel where we talk about the risk and insurance issues on the minds of business owners. If this video doesn't answer the question that's on your mind, or you'd like to chat about your business insurance with me, I hope you'll reach out and connect. And if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. So let's start off very briefly to explain what each of these types of policy forms cover and how there is some crossover between them. First, cyber insurance is a policy designed to protect your business from three major issues. The first one is the damages you suffer directly from a cyber-related event such as a breach, a hack, or an extortion threat. These costs can be the repair or replacement of damaged hardware, software, and data, or covering the costs from a ransomware shutdown event, or the cost of notifying affected customers or others of an event when required by law. The second area of coverage for cyber insurance is to protect you from liability lawsuits, which often arise from data breaches where customers, vendors, and others sue companies for failing to keep their private data safe. This section of the policy pays for lawyers to defend you and ultimately pay settlement costs if you lose the lawsuit. Finally, number three, and this is where the crossover happens between cyber coverage and crime coverage. On a cyber policy, we have wire transfer fraud and social engineering fraud coverage. Okay, that's cyber insurance. Let's move on to crime insurance, which is a multi-part coverage form that can include 12 or more coverage parts focused on protecting a business from various ways money, securities, and other property can be stolen, embezzled, or fraudulently taken from the company. One of the coverages that can be included is computer crime coverage, including wire transfer and social engineering frauds. Something that's important to note is just because you have a crime insurance policy, it doesn't necessarily mean you have coverage for cyber-related events. Every crime policy is different, and they need to be customized to cover various risks. Okay, with the basic understanding out of the way between the two policies, I'm going to throw a couple more curveballs here. Most small business BOP policies include limited crime coverage for only a handful of perils like employee dishonesty or theft, forgery and alteration, and money and securities coverage. That's it. And generally, these limits for these coverage parts are pretty low, only $5,000 to $25,000. It's pretty basic coverage, and it may be okay for many small businesses, but for many medium-sized and larger businesses that don't fit on a BOP policy, crime insurance may not be included at all, and that's a big problem that's usually discovered after a claim happens, unfortunately. So let's get back to answering the question. Do you need both a crime and a cyber policy? In many cases, the answer is yes. It's a definite big yes that you need cyber insurance, and I've spoken extensively about this here on YouTube. In fact, here's one video I did on that a couple of years ago that's worth seeing. The basic reason that you need a dedicated, standalone cyber policy and not one that's endorsed to a policy is that this is a huge risk today, and cyber is not covered by any other policy. So, do you also need a standalone crime insurance policy? For all mid-sized and larger businesses, I also say yes, and here's why. If you have basic crime coverage on a BOP, the limits are insufficient to cover most claims. And the reason I say that is because most crime claims are big claims. Employees that embezzle money from their employer don't steal $10,000. They continue to steal tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from their employers. Secondarily, and here's why I'm talking about crime and cyber in the same conversation, the cyber crime coverage contained in most cyber policies to protect you from wire transfer frauds and social engineering threats is limited to only $250,000. Now that may seem like a lot of money, but malicious fraudsters are looking for big hits. Yeah, they'll rack up small wins here and there, but they're really targeting big payoffs. And with a maximum limit of $250,000 in any 1 year, it may not be enough coverage for your company. This is why supplementing the coverage in your cyber policy with a crime policy makes sense. And this is where coordinating coverage is critical between the two policies, cyber and crime. If done incorrectly, you may end up paying for coverage you'll never get paid on. And like a lot of business insurance issues, Getting it right is difficult, and that's why choosing the right broker to work with is critically important. If you're looking for that skilled broker to work with on your business insurance issues, I hope you'll contact us. In the description box below is our contact info, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.